It is another episode of the Planning Podcast. So we got some slides that's going to go alongside this, but I am going to do my best to explain ultimately, as you can see in the title, the money printer mystery. All right. So how has central banks been working, in my opinion, quietly in a way to help either save or some folks may say they are cheating the world. All right. So what we're going to roll through is what is quantitative easing. So we hear a lot about that QE, what the Federal Reserve is, where this name came from in regards of QE, what is the history of it, how does it stimulate the economy, what is quantitative tightening, and then who benefits, why we have to pay, and then what you can actually do with this information. All right. So picture this: it is fall of 2008. Wall Street is on fire. So you got this company called Lehman Brothers. They're about 160 years old, and they just collapse. Now, as you can see, that is going to impact the stock market by about 30%. And it was ultimately the largest bankruptcy in U.S. history. And compare the fall of 2008, right? Wall Street is on fire. $639 billion in assets, largest bankruptcy in U.S. history. So you might not know who the Lehman Brothers are, or even were. So let me paint the scene. So Lehman was not that kind of a bank where you walk in, deposit a paycheck. Lehman was an investment bank, very different animal. A commercial bank like a Chase, Bank of America, or even your local credit union, they take deposits, lend them out as mortgages and car loans. Super simple, right? Boring and stable. Sleep at night type stuff. Now, an investment bank, they do almost none of that. Their job is to move money for the big dogs, right? Helping companies go public, which is an IPO, an initial public offering, right? Helping governments and corporations issue bonds, advising on giant mergers, trading complicated financial products. They make a lot of money, but they also take a lot of risk. And we've seen the ebbs and flows of that, even right here in Birmingham, Jefferson County. We've seen some complicated financial products actually not turn out well for the county. So the Lehman have been doing this since about 1850. They started out as a cotton broker in Alabama. Interesting. Oh, that's how you made your money. And then in 2008, they took on a good bit of risk in the housing market. So they ran out of cash and went bankrupt. Largest bankruptcy in American history. So when Lehman failed, the financial system seized up. Credit froze, the market plunged. Now, your parents checked their 401k and tried not to cry if they had a 401k. Shout out to that. Hopefully, they kept it in there. The world economy was teetering on the edge of really what a total collapse was on the horizon. And then, quietly, you got down there in DC, a good old big dog Ben is what we're gonna call him, Ben Bernanke. He picked up a phone. So he didn't wave a magic wand. But he did have something almost just as good. So it is a button that creates money out of thin air. And guess what he did? He said, I'm finna push it. And the world's financial system stopped bleeding.